Viola sororia, commonly called wild violet, is a plant that you are gonna love. Unless, of course, you're the kind of person who wants to put a whole lot of chemicals on your lawn so that you never see flowers, bees, or really anything beautiful. For me, wild violet is the new dandelion, and not just because it's currently growing rapidly on all the lawns in my neighborhood, but because it tastes very similar to dandelion, just without the really horrible bitterness that dandelions have. But before we talk about eating this plant, you need to know its characteristics. Since wild violet is interfertile with other viola species, it's probably best to simply refer to it by its genus name viola, since figuring out which species you have can be kind of difficult. Here in the upper Midwest, viola begins to flower in about April, and I love watching the small leaves unroll as the plant matures. Leaves are heart-shaped with a glossy texture, while the purple flowers have 5 petals and a white throat. A small feature that might be overlooked is that the flower stem has a droop in it, which gives the flower a very unique look. A few common lookalikes are gill over the ground, young little leaf buttercup, and young garlic mustard. You can eat viola raw or add it to your favorite horta recipe, but picking this plant in bulk is kind of difficult since it gets stuck in all of the surrounding grass. My favorite way to eat it is cut a cherry tomato in half, put some hummus on top, and top it with the viola. But this is a spring vegetable, so your tomatoes in your garden aren't ripe yet, which is why I personally steal tomatoes from my wife's arrow garden. I love viola, but not as much as Stellaria media, which is commonly known as chickweed. This plant grows all over in urban areas and is probably growing in your backyard. If you want to learn more about this delicious edible plant, check out the video right there. Otherwise, enjoy nature and be safe on your next foraging adventure.